Meanwhile, at the Legion of Nerd.
Speaking of Mats, what did we think of Daredevil?
Great. Loved it.
Sorry, what did we think of Daredevil Season 2?
It was amazing.
Sorry, what did we think of Daredevil the TV show Season 2?
It was amazing.
Sorry, what did we think of Daredevil the show with Charlie Cox Season 2? That came out in 2016.
No, it was really good.
Spoiler free right now.
Yeah, spoiler free, of course. Really good. Lots of really gritty action. Just amazing.
If you've seen Season 1, there's that scene where like it's one shot.
The hallway shot.
And that's really cool.
Yeah, they did that again.
They did it again in a way.
Longer, too.
And it's probably cooler.
Way better. Also, had to be one take, so if they messed up, if like the actors mess up and they have to recut, I feel
it's
like
always really impressive.
I
when they
feel
do
bad for the cameramen. So
just he trips and it's like, oh, I'm injured. It doesn't matter.
I'm carrying equipment. This is heavy.
I will say it's a sit and watch show.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't be doing something else and like
it was
having Daredevil in the background.
It was very captivating.
You gotta like watch it. You
Yeah,
pay attention.
I found myself on a total Netflix binge. I was like, I'm only gonna watch like 2 episodes, and 13 hours later, I'm like, I watched all the episodes. It was really good.
Especially since they've done something with Daredevil and like last season and this season where it's not entirely focused on what you see. It's a lot of like what you hear and like it's good like stereos, like sound.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, you do have to like pay attention to the show.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe
really
Jessica Jones probably wasn't as much because
yeah, you can like
it was more of like you can like put it on
make a sandwich while you're watching it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You still get it all.
I make sandwiches all the time, by the way. It's delicious.
I can't tell.
Yeah, you can't tell by my physique. I love sandwiches.
So, what would you preliminary give for Daredevil?
Rating wise?
Yeah, just like a preliminary on a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being 0 and 1 being the best ever.
Whoa. Well then, somewhere in between fractions. Yeah, 3/5.
So,
you said 0 to 1, right?
oh, okay. So you're saying
so
it's so
3/5.
good that it's okay. It's almost perfect. You're saying.
3/5 is not always perfect.
Well, it's close. It's close.
5/8. Let's go 5/8.
That's still below 2.
Yeah.
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 With 1 being the best. So, yeah. So it's almost.
So
perfect.
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.
That's not whatever. You don't know fractions.
I don't like fractions.
Or let's just start.
So spoiler territory. Once again, we're gonna have some time to skip ahead on the screen. Jump to that if you don't want spoilers. So let's go into spoilers. And
yeah. So he's fine with killing at the end, right?
yeah, well, he's not fine with himself killing. He's like,
But he kind of is.
well, he kind of. It's kind of touchy, where he's like, I'm not gonna kill, but Elektra and Punisher, yeah, you can kill. You
I'm
do
not
your
gonna kill,
thing.
but if you kill, whatever.
Whatever. Because like in the middle of the episode, like Elektra stabbed the guy, and he's like, no, don't do that, and like.
Yeah, there's that scene where like they find the huge hole,
Right.
and she's like, "Oh, I'll stab," and Daredevil's like, "No," and she's like, "Oh, fine," and then she gets sliced and poisoned.
I mean, maybe it's because he almost lost her, and he's like, if I keep trying to stop her from killing people, she's gonna end up dying. I don't know, but it's just kind of like.
There's that weird scene where like they attack him in his apartment,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, who are you working for? Oh, you're a kid. That's weird." And Elektra like pulls him and then
And
like
slices his throat. It's like,
and
you just
she's
murdered a kid.
She's like covered in blood. She's like, "This is me," and I'm like,
Like,
"Whoa!"
whoa.
And they don't address it. That's weird.
I need a
The
girlfriend
next
like
episode
that.
is like, "Oh, we scrubbed it away. Don't worry about it." That's weird. They don't address it in the next episode.
There was one scene that I really liked because it was kind of funny. Like Daredevil just had, not Murdoch, had to take a beating from Kingpin.
Oh yeah,
Because he was like, "Oh, I'm blind. I have to be beat up. I can't defend
That's
myself."
a really cool scene.
That was a
because
great
he's
scene.
talking about what's her name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, right?
And he just pisses
He's like,
him
"Oh,
off.
if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna like Vanessa will never be allowed in this country ever again." And then Fisk just like breaks his cuffs and like slams him into the table repeatedly.
And he's just defenseless because he's like, I'm a blind man here.
He does
Damn
the
it.
one thing, like he does block for a second, and
he's
he's
like,
like, "Oh,
"Oh,
yeah,
man."
the son of a boxer. Of course, you would know one block."
Yeah, and it's just like, wow.
I felt like that was kind of like they like had to explain it. It's like, "Oh, of course, you had one block."
Yeah, it's otherwise people would rip that part apart.
The thing I like about they do with season 2 is that it's set up in arcs.
Yeah.
So you start with
Punisher arc,
and then you have Elektra.
Elektra arc, and then
it's
Kingpin.
like Elektra. Yeah, you have Kingpin.
Kingpin arc at the end, and then it's like, oh, the
and then
hand's
the
back.
hand.
Yeah, the hand. Which
is like season 1 had like one long story, and it
Right.
kind of like some parts like kind of had a lull in it.
Well, I
But
feel like
this
they're
one had a
introducing
lot
the
of,
hand because they need to get into the magic stuff. One, for Doctor Strange, introduce magic into the universe, and then two, Iron Fist is coming.
Right.
So it would be weird if it was just like, oh, we're just fighting street thugs, and then Iron Fist comes out and all of a sudden Daredevil's fighting ninjas.
By the way, like, magic exists. That's
Yeah,
weird.
so they need that nice subtle transition. So I think they're doing a good job there, and I like the team up at the end. That had to have been my favorite part of the whole season.
Here's the thing about that team up is that you have Elektra and Daredevil, and they're like, oh, we're not going to make it out of here. This is the end of it. You see on the rooftops a bunch of like foot soldiers coming in, and there's like hundreds.
Right.
It looks like there's hundreds coming in. They get to the rooftop. There's like 20 guys surrounding them. None of them fight. Like, almost none of them fight him.
Well, yeah, typical Hollywood fight where they all make a circle and like, well, we're gonna throw everyone one at a time instead of ganging up on you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also, when the Punisher comes in, you expect, because there's all those promo scenes with him in the minigun.
Oh yeah.
And there's a promo scenes of
I'm
him,
sure that's
like,
gonna be
fighting a
season
bunch of
3
Foot
for
Clan.
sure.
But then when he fights it, it's like, oh, sniper rifle. It's like, what?
Yeah, he took out 2 people in that fight. He could have done so much more, but still.
I feel like they felt like they had to show Punisher one more time.
Yeah.
And also they had to show the logo,
And
because that's
of
the only
course,
time he
of
has
course.
the logo on.
So, well, I mean, yeah.
I like when Punisher finally finds the guy that kills his...
Oh yeah, that was a twist too. I like that
It's
twist.
kind of... Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, it was the guy who's like, yeah, this guy will back me up all the time.
I kind of liked it more in the court scene.
Yeah.
He's like... I like the DA doesn't know, because she's like, oh, well, you weren't there, so... Because he's talking about the sword.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I was the asshole general.
Yeah.
It's
And
like, oh.
Or the commanding officer.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, if you weren't there, then how can you really attest to his character? And it's like, I should have clarified. I was that guy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And she's like, why didn't you do research?
Yeah. Oh man, that DA, you just love to hate her. She's one of those characters. It was great.
I don't know. I kind of just hate her.
I mean,
love to hate her.
Maybe I'm just sadistic. I don't know.
So what would you give Daredevil? What was your favorite part
I
of
said
Daredevil?
7. Oh, my favorite part was the team up. Aside from the team up,
What did you think of Elektra?
I like
What did you
Elektra.
think of Punisher?
Punisher was good.
What did you think of Elektra?
Great.
What did you think of Elektra's costume? It's not all red.
Not all red,
You
but
kinda get a hint
I'm
of
for
the
it.
red
They
at the
hinted at the end when she's dead, and I
got a
say
lot of red
dead
covered.
because she's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Superman, they're both gonna come back.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a rule in comics that like only 2 people can ever stay dead forever.
Uncle Ben,
It was Uncle Ben, and it was like someone else. I forget who it was, but they've both come
Batman's
back.
parents.
Yeah, okay. Batman's parents and
Yeah,
Uncle Ben.
unless it's the one reverse timeline where it's Thomas Wayne and blah blah. blah.
But yeah, exactly.
Exactly, it's
They brought him
those-
back. They
yeah.
always bring him back.
Yeah,
No one stays dead in comics.
yeah.
Just like in real life, right?
No, I was like, oh, got really dark.
Mr. Fluffer's my bunny.
My bunny.
He's just upstate. I feel like it's setting up a lot for the Defenders.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of like, I think the Hand is going to be the big
The war,
bad.
yeah, the
for-
war is gonna be what
Yeah,
the
the war
defenders.
is going to
Yeah,
be the Defenders, and then Elektra will probably come back at that time with Black Sky, and then it will
well, it should be like I switched teams at the end.
yeah, and then like there'll be an arc in Defenders where it's like, oh, you have to come back to our side, Elektra. Do you think there'll be season 3 Elektra, and then the Defenders, or do you think it'll be
Season 3 Daredevil.
Yeah, season 3 Daredevil is going to be like Defenders, or the Hand, the War, whatever, the Chased. That's a weird scene.
Yeah, the chase.
I like that Daredevil doesn't care at all about Sticks.
I like that whole line by Stick. He's like, it doesn't matter if you believe in it. They do, and they're gonna tear up the city. So you
It's
gotta
like,
help.
quit talking about your war. There's no war. There's like, it's just a bunch of fanatics, and it's like, yeah, but even if they believe it, they'll fight to death for it.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll kill all your friends, all your one friend.
Yeah.
And there's the bombshell at the end that Daredevil shows his mask to
Karen.
Karen Page.
Do you think Karen's gonna end up back
I feel
with
like
Matt?
I still wouldn't buy it. If I was Karen
It's like,
Page,
no, you're blind.
I'd be like,
you
no,
didn't
you're
know. And
he
you
has-
cheated on me.
We talked about before. He has a perfect secret identity.
Oh yeah, because no one
no one
suspects
on
that
Earth
guy.
would ever suspect that Matt Murdock is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that guy. Yeah, you're
Like, no, he's blind.
Stop making
he's
jokes.
blind. He's a crappy lawyer.
Actually, one of my favorite scenes from the movie, or not the movie, the TV series, was them closing out the Nelson and Murdoch tab at the end.
Oh yeah.
I was really hoping I'd hear how much was on that. It's like, that'll be $8,000.
Yeah, and he's like, never mind.
We'll pay that back tomorrow.
I just got a job. Do you think he gets a signing bonus?
I don't know. Probably. It's a big firm.
Do lawyers get signing bonuses?
I don't know. Write in the comments if you're a lawyer.
How does money work?
How's money? If you're an economics major, write in the comments.
So what would you rate it?
7. I give it a solid 7.
On a scale of 1 to 1,000.
1 to 1,000. Which translates to 700. I know math, guys.
Do the math? Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, see, add 2 zeros.
My rating is it's as good as season 1, I think.
So 5?
I think season 1 had more... It wasn't as tight of a season, but it had more shock value because we hadn't seen a Netflix Marvel movie yet.
Right, that's true.
So you have a lot of stuff that's like, oh, by the way, you can like shove a guy's head into a spike, and that's weird.
Yeah,
and
it was
the
like,
car
oh,
scene.
the decapitation.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there was some shock moments too, like Electra slitting the kid's throat.
But that's not like as big, because you're like, oh, they can do that. I feel like it was more shock value in the first
That's
one.
true. Punisher shooting up a
But
hospital.
this is a better season, I think. But
Yeah.
it's like, it equals out to being about
That's
the same.
okay, I see what you're saying.
That's just me.